welcome to Star Stop. I have such a good-looking couple with me today. It always makes me feel so much better. It's like I'm looking at that side, it looks like a mirror. No, I'm just kidding. This film is a good-looking film, let's put it that way. And a lot of films do come, they attempt to do that. But we've had the most interesting chat in the last half an hour prior to this interview. What goes into making sure that they look like this? We'll actually delve into that. I've done a lot of fitness specials, so as to say, whenever I had film chats. But this one will be very educative, let me tell you that. Roy is the name of the film. Arjun Rampal, thank you so much, sir, for joining me. And
hello.
The very super fit and gorgeous Jacqueline. There's a transformation that you've had, yeah? So we'll come to Arjun.
Transformation?
Yeah, this fitness transformation that you've had it's fantastic. So whenever you see your own self over the years, you're checking. Okay, so I looked all right there, but it's fine. I just came into the industry, then I've got fitter here, and this is when I'm looking superb. So, Jumme ki raat, you did a split.
Yes.
Dude, how long did it take you to start getting a split?
I've actually always been able to do a split.
Really?
Yeah, somehow, I don't know, from school. I've kind of
Were you
always
athletic?
been able...
Were you a gymnast all that time?
Well, I wasn't really a gymnast, but I was athletic, and for some reason, I loved gymnastics, but we never had the class or the course or the means to do it. So whenever we used to kind of get our breaks and stuff in between schools, everyone just plays, and they would. So I used to do stretching, I used to do splits, I used to just try and do different things like that. And I always wanted to be a ballerina, but that didn't work out either. So
well, that explains calf muscles that most men never have in the gym. I mean, they must be dying. How'd you get that?
It's really funny, but men actually talk to me about calf muscles.
Yeah, they do, because most men don't have them. So you'll have
muscles
there and then comes down.
And by the way, that's only from high heels.
Really?
Yes.
So is that what you suggest we do?
Yes, just wear high heels. What do you think?
We have another Mr. Body Beautiful.
He has good calves, by the way.
He has a great body. Mr. Body Beautiful there himself. You've actually spent also a lot of time experimenting. This is like another marriage that you have to fitness. I think it is one of the toughest things in the universe.
If you've got to get married again, might as well to fitness.
but are you an internet Google person over a period of time to find out what's going on in the world? Did you grow up on Arnold Schwarzenegger books or?
Yeah, I think
young?
we all went through that, right? I mean, the first dumbbell that we picked was always inspired by an Arnold, and then you went into the whole thing of how scientifically he broke it down. And I think science has evolved. I think all of us, equipments have changed so much, and you don't need to really go down that route anymore, that old route. You realize, as you were saying, rest is very important. Yeah. So I think I'm resting more than working out nowadays.
I still, so if you touch Arjun like this, it's like rock. But
no.
Yeah, it is. I think. So I remember Arjun coming during Ra 1, and he said, "Bro, you just got to see this." And I kid you not, that's the first time I don't normally touch men, so I don't really know what 8-packs feel like. But I did, I swear. So I went like this and said, wow! So I can feel the pack here as well.
Yeah. It was like, wow! Oh my God, this is really hard.
No, I went, wow! I went like that.
This is really hard.
No, we went like that. But coming back to this, has this become a chore for you ever? Does it ever become a chore, trying to stay fit because you're in the limelight?
No, it's nothing like that. I think you do it out of a lifestyle. If you just take it as a necessity, as breathing or eating food, and if you make that your lifestyle and you just go into the gym an hour, 45 minutes, hour and a half, depending on what
you're somebody who maintains this lifestyle even when you're on a holiday. I've read something.
Actually, on holiday I get fitter.
Fitter, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because you have so much time. You have nothing to do. So you either go for a run, or you go to the gym, or you swim, or you play tennis. And
so doesn't family say, that's what you do when you're not on holiday? So
no,
why are you doing this
because
now?
I don't do that when I'm not on holiday. You're either just bored in a gym. At least when you're on holiday, you're outdoor.
Yeah, actually, when we were shooting for Roy, we were shooting in Langkawi, and we made do of so many of the amazing locations that we shot at. Mine's always turned out to be a disaster though, the sea, and then the run, it kept raining on me, and then in the sea, when I was like, I'm just going to take a swim, or I'm going to wake up every single morning at 6 a.m. and just take a swim in the sea. And the first day
so you make it like a schedule, a to-do list before a shoot starts?
Well, the thing is, it depends on the location. And we were shooting in Langkawi, which was stunning, and our villas are right on the beach.
Yeah, stunning.
And So it kind of inspires you to do outdoor, sport and stuff. And so the sea looked amazing. And the first day I went to the sea to swim, this weird animal, I think it was a jellyfish.
Weird animal, which is very dangerous. You step on it and that's it.
Yeah, she got stung by a jellyfish.
I got stung.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Poor thing.
Well,
But if you go, normally you have crabs and jellyfish and shellfish and all the time.
yeah, but
Yeah, but
Or did you think that they clean it out for you outside your villa?
No, but we didn't know there was jellyfish right there.
I wish that came with a warning,
Yeah, actually, they
I
normally
was
have
just
jellyfish
getting ready to go
signboards.
till I heard this
Yeah.
scream, and then I was like,
The
okay,
hotel
no
came with a
swimming
warning
in the
about the
sea.
monkeys,
Oh.
but they didn't come with a warning about the jellyfish. That was bad.
But it's okay. I think they would have been happy. You're fine. I didn't hear about any mishaps otherwise, right?
No, it was okay. I managed.
But she's super fit.
Yeah, but
Super fit. She
yeah,
works
I
out like
think
4 or 5 hours a day.
I don't. What's this?
apart
For
from the other,
breakfast,
Rumor you're
lunch
telling
break in the
everyone.
gym.
I really
it's not a
don't.
rumor. She's admitted 2 to 3 hours is conservative.
It's
what
like
I do.
easy.
No.
Now listen, I heard this shoot was 20 hours a day. Why so? Very, very hardcore. Your producer likes driving you nuts, apparently, doesn't it?
20 hours?
Okay, 24?
I think she was doing 24-hour shifts. She's playing 2 parts, right?
Actually, it felt like it. That's
yeah.
so true. When these guys are resting, I was like, oh, I had to prepare for the other one now. So, but it was a tough schedule, actually, because we were shooting outdoor and out of India.
So
and
you always have limited
we
time?
had to battle. Yeah, we have
and
limited
the weather.
time.
The
we
weather,
have to
you know,
battle
you have to
weather
balance it.
conditions,
Yeah.
and so we have to make up for it. And
I thought on this shoot, actually, we got so many turnaround days, okay, that there were a lot of free days as well, which you just get suddenly in the middle where you have like 2 days off. And but yeah, the weather.
and then you just don't know what to do with yourself.
Yeah, and then
I was just going to ask you, so when you go on a long schedule of, say, 40, 50 days and you get like a day off, what do you do? Do you shop that
Cat
day?
Cafe.
Cafe.
She goes and explores the whole place, and then she'll come back with the list and saying, "You've got to go here, 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 here."
And do you go to any one of those places?
I tried to follow her list. I was exhausted. It was like all over
I was
the
like,
place.
you have to go to the Cat Cafe in Penang.
I
You
went to
have
Cat
go."
Cafe.
It was so fun.
Now do you know why the calves are there, right? Because she's always walking.
But that's true. You actually do end up fitter when you're abroad or on holiday and stuff.
It's a big film for you as well. Now, last 3 years has been a real turnaround in fortune, which is great. And now a large part of it is also depending on you. Did you think that it would happen, the turnaround so quick? Because there was a lag in between, and then suddenly things turned around.
Yeah.
And now the next year, I've seen some lineup. You've got a film starting in May, which is really soon with Varun Dhawan. Yeah,
yes.
which is, because some of my friends are there, and it's like, your name's appearing in a number of places now.
No, it is exciting. I mean, I think things did take a little bit of time for me.
Is that because you're a foreigner? Do you think that was the primary reason?
There definitely was a language problem, and I know that that probably did put off a lot of directors or production houses to probably work with me, because that would have been an issue.
Yeah.
And I completely understood that. So I think that's why it took that much time for me, maybe to work my way up, and with the movies that I was doing, then at least people were able to kind of then see, the work that I could do, and that would, that gave them a little bit of faith in casting me. So, but yeah, it did actually take some time. But then,
And Kick was a turnaround, obviously, because it made a lot of money. Yeah.
I mean, then when things like that happen, when a movie like that happens for you, then you realize, wow, it really is worth it. Hard work really does pay off, and you just got to keep persevering. And that's what this industry is about. It's about patience and perseverance.
Arjun, what does one do when you're you're at a stage where you can't really meet people because you're an established name. If you have a lean run, what do? Do you sit back and you wait for people to call you? Or do you you've had a couple of years of a leanish run, so how does one react at that point in time? How do you reassess?
I don't think it's I've had a lean run. I've done the kind of films that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Do we have an audience for that kind of film is what I'm looking at. So it's just that, where do I want to position myself as an actor? Do I do the kind of films that others do? No. I look for films which have content and which are content driven. And that takes, there are very few films like that.
But you have to be brave to do that also, because essentially what you're saying
My name is Arjun.
Yeah, but it's true, and you have been a pioneer in a number of things that you've done. But does that line that you're towing, do you sometimes say, maybe I should also do one glossy one in between?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just coming of age now, you know, and you've got to be there and got to do that. And you will see a lot of other people doing that as well. You see a lot of filmmakers, a lot of production houses also venturing in that direction now, you know, because you're getting an audience there, and people want to see something more than the usual that we've been giving them. And that's the part of cinema that I would like to contribute towards. And that's a conscious decision on my part. It's something which I take on for myself as my responsibility, and that's what I want to do.
Is it a daunting task to try and prove to an industry that I'm not just a pretty face, that I can act? And that happens with a number of actresses. It's got better in the last, say, 3 or 4 years. Prior to that, most actresses in big budget films would not have that much to do. And I think that's changed in the last 3 or 4 years.
I think so a lot,
yeah. Completely. And I think Deepika's also changed that perception a lot, you know, a number of others also have. But is it daunting that you have to prove on a new set each time, and to an audience that is always ready to finish off and say, "Arey, very pretty butt"?
But I don't know, you know, I just feel like either you can act or you can't act.
Okay.
You know, I think, you know, it's not just like the pretty people who get the slack for it. There are a lot of other people who are like, my God, this person just can't act. You know?
No, but then they say, but why am I watching them? But when you're prettier, they say, oh, but she's so pretty, so it came so easy. But now if you're not pretty, they say you don't deserve to be an actor. You know, so yeah, it's like a bit of a double-edged sword if you're pretty.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think like for me, it's very simple. Like either you, I wouldn't think about the physicality of it at all, and I never regarded that issue. I was just like, just be a good actor, just work well, just, you know, just work hard, concentrate on that, and you know, that's it. Like I've never thought about the issue of like, oh, because they'll always have something to say.
Yeah.
They'll actually always have something to say, like, oh, you know, oh, her father was this, or it was easy for her, or she's from a filmy background, oh, she's pretty, but you know what I mean? There'll always be something. But when you're a good actor, you know, whatever it is.
Are you somebody who reads every line of what critics say?
I do actually. I'm up to date with what people are talking about.
Do you throw away what you don't like, and do you mark out what you like?
No, because what happens with that is you mark what you don't like and you like dwell on it. No, actually. No, you do remember the things, obviously, that...
and you hold grudges against those critics?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, because these are really important things that they're telling you. And a lot of people won't tell that stuff to you.
Everybody in India thinks they know about cricket and film. So they all think that they have a right to criticize.
See, if I agree with their opinion... Yeah. I'd be like, fantastic. You know, I'm going to work on that. Yeah. If I think that their opinion is just like a little bit off and they're just saying it for the heck of saying it, then I'll be like, you know what? You don't know what you're talking about.
So they're like astrologers. Today's works for me, otherwise not at all. Now, Ranbir comes into the movie as well. There's a lot of conjecture. Is it a guest appearance? Which eventually I found out that it wasn't, you know.
Dynamic role.
Yeah. So Ranbir,
she's the heroine.
He's
dynamic.
He's fun. He's fun. He can be moody at times also, but I think as an actor, I think he's real fun. He gives a dot on the set. You know, your experience with him.
So my first time working with Ranbir, and at first you're right, he's very quiet.
He just absorbs. He'll keep asking your opinion.
But the funniest thing is, you know, I used to be like, I used to see him, we used to like do our shots and stuff, and then I used to see him like on his phone, and he was always on his phone, like in between shots, and I'm like, wow, this guy must be really busy, you know, he's like always on his phone, he must be working, and you know, like night shoots, 4 in the AM, he's just like on his phone, you know. And so one day I was like sitting next to him, and I look at his phone, and he's playing Candy Crush. And I'm like, was that what you do? Was that what you do all the time? He's just like, yeah, I just play Candy Crush.
Is he any good at it?
Well, apparently he's reached some like crazy level.
I know a lot of people who played it for a long time haven't gone anywhere with it. Okay. So that frustration.
We were shooting a scene, I think it's in the trailer, that auction scene, where like we're bidding for something, and the actor who plays the auctioneer was telling us a story about how his son was the youngest kid in the world to have gone to university, and he was like 14 years old, or something like that, some crazy age.
Was that a real story?
I don't know. We were debating that, but we even Googled him quickly. What was the name? I Googled it, and Ranbir turned to me. He was like, all this talk about his kid going to university and being the youngest kid. He's like, makes me feel really stupid when I'm playing Candy Crush here on my phone. So he's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
And a really, really great person to work with as well. So that's great. I think when you can.
Did y'all discuss food?
Is he a foodie?
No.
Complete foodie.
No.
Ranbir is a complete foodie.
We've never discussed food, so I don't know.
The first thing when I met him again after, when we met on sets, the first thing was like, okay, what are we eating? Okay, and what's good here? Yeah. And he's a Kapoor.
Yeah.
Come on, all Kapoors.
But he fights that also because he knows the problem that can happen with being a complete foodie and being a Kapoor.
I don't think he'll have that problem though.
Yeah, he's an athlete. He's a footballer.
Yeah.
And he's very conscious about his physical, fitness, and he really works out really hard and really. So I don't think he'll ever have a problem.
How's your memory as an actress? Are you very good with lines, and do you remember others' lines as well? And so you're.
My thing is, because I'm not that familiar with the language, I mug up all my lines.
Oh, okay.
Like I mug them up like anything.
And do you forget them after you say them? That's what happens normally when you mug them up.
Well, I mean, like if you asked me to say my lines right now, I would not know any line to tell you. But I mug them up so well. And the minute a small change happens, I get so
they can't improvise.
So Arjun used to be like, so we're doing our scene and stuff, like I know like my lines like back of my hand. And I'll be like, just say blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wait, hold on. What just happened? Okay, Arjun, what was that again?
Okay, what do I say?
But we used to do that quite a lot because, before a scene, we used to sit on the scenes a lot, and we used to rehearse and, think of how we could kind of, improvise or what we could kind of contribute, and so a lot of changes used to happen. And because I think when two actors come together as well,
course, yeah.
I mean, a scene is written and like there are lines and stuff, but then when two actors come together, a lot of things change, And
so you don't like improvisations then, obviously.
I would love to improvise, honestly, I would love to.
She's damn good at it.
Yeah. So it doesn't get thrown back if you shift a few things.
Not at all. Once she knows the meaning of a scene and she knows, okay, this is what I've got to do. Yeah. I mean, she's always there. That's what it is. It's not that you are groping. You might grope for certain words because you're not familiar with the language. Yeah. Okay, but and yes, that can be a big hindrance. Okay, but if your attitude and your mood is right, towards the scene,
you can get away with it. Yeah.
You're there, and it doesn't matter.
I know so many actors who know the language and they still grope for words. So it's fine. Yeah. But it normally does happen.
She did this one scene, and. The first scene that we did together, and she came doing her monkey walk. Okay.
So what's this monkey walk?
She does this great monkey walk. Okay.
Thanks.
So that's not your normal walk, is it?
No. Okay. It was just we were being harassed by monkeys on that island.
Harassed by jellyfish, harassed by monkeys. Wasn't very pretty.
And the funny thing is, they weren't really harassing anyone else, but like I think I was inviting it. I was inviting those monkeys. But
so she walks onto this. We all are sitting, Vicky, me. And she comes and she goes, so guys, what are we doing? Okay, this monkey walked into my room and took my banana and did this. Okay, and I was like, wow, what are you doing? She's like, that's my monkey walk.
Who is this person?
Who is this? This is our act.
Okay.
Who anyway, he's thinking it's a daunting task to be doing both these roles.
And then we started reading the scene. And it was just like we were supposed to be on the beach and, we kind of meet. And suddenly while she's reading, she's stretched one leg up and it's gone somewhere and, it's come back down.
You're very flexible. I've seen some shots on Instagram when foot goes up.
And I was like, this is great. Why don't we use this? Yeah. And so we decided the whole scene should be around yoga. Okay?
Oh.
And you have to see this scene to believe it. What she has done in this scene. But it comes across so effortless and so natural. Okay, where she's done this whole backflip. And my wife and I were watching the film recently, and she's done this backflip. And my wife goes, wow. Okay? And just then, my character in the film goes, wow. Okay? And we had to pause and we all cracked up, okay, for at least half an hour. Okay?
She's done a good job there.
Yeah, so it was like, whoa.
Well, I'm trying some yoga as well. It's
And
not
now
working.
she's done that through the film and it works so beautifully, you know.
No,
So
it was good co-stars, seriously.
Yeah, we had
it
great
really,
fun.
really worked.
Do you have that monkey walk on camera anywhere? No.
she'll do it for you.
I'm
Not in heels, not in heels.
Oh yeah,
And not in a nice dress.
That's-
Okay, let's see that. Let's see the hand movement then. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Yeah, the face also.
Come on. Okay. And we're zooming in on you. Okay. So the monkey walk. Without the walk, it's just the movement. That's a very angry monkey.
It was an angry monkey though. It
No
was a
monkey.
very angry, aggressive
And
monkey.
trust me, when a monkey smiles, they look angrier.
Till next time, guys, take care. Roy, it is. And yes, we put a couple of photographs up on Twitter as well, so you can see that. Bye-bye.